Hello and welcome back to How to Love. Follow these weekly instructions and you will soon be on your way to manifesting deep and meaningful love into your life. Together we can learn how to attract the love we deserve and desire. So far during these sessions we've been dealing with the blocks, the excuses, the resentments and releasing them through the art of forgiveness. Today we want to see where we are. What work is still to be done? And we do this by looking into the mirror. And when I say that, I mean I want you to see what is being reflected back to you from the outside world. The law of attraction states it will bring into our lives the people that are resonating at the same level that we are, the same energy that we are, and the same desires that we have, and that's the law of attraction. An example of this is if we are attracting unavailable men or women, we have to look at the fact that we are unavailable too. And we have to do some exercises to figure that out through the pattern writing. Hi, I'm Selina Stone, a Master Life Coach, and I will be presenting to you each week with a new key that opens the door to love. These wisdoms and teachings that I'm sharing with you were passed on to me by my mentor and teacher, David Essel, who has over 30 years experience and a high success rate amongst his clients. I first learnt about the law of attraction when I started out as a casting director. My job back then was to find people of a certain look, certain characteristics, and I always found them to be hanging out in specific areas. Like, after all, does attract like. Take a look around you. Do you like what you see, or do you feel you're meant to be elsewhere? For those of you that poo-poo the law of attraction, it's a myth and outdated publicity stunt, well, that's because you do not fully understand the concept at the deep level it is meant. For it does not mean by simply thinking something it will come to fruition. No, it means taking action, and for you to be more of the very thing that you are willing to come into your life. You are the creator, and you can create any circumstance you want for your growth. Between now and our next session, I want you to go deep and really look at this question, and every day for the next 7 days following these 3 steps, this is what I want you to do. Step 1. Write down this question and think about it. What am I attracting into my life right now? Here's another example of the law of attraction in action. The reflection staring right at us in the face. Let's say we are attracting so-called unavailable men or women. What does that say about us? The truth is here that we are unavailable, and at some level there is a difference between attracting unavailable people and dating them. You see, when we become clean and clear and release the blocks through the exercises I've asked for you to do, you will start to attract clean, clearer and healthier people, but do not get me confused. You may still attract the bad boys once again, or the women that comes into your life that wants to be financially dependent on you. But this time you can just say, okay, that does not resonate for me anymore. I do not want to go there with you. And that's because you have done this release work. You will now be able to say, they're just not for me. And you will let them go. Only then does the universe go, oh my God, you're serious. And that will start to open up the doorway for you to attract someone who is available, more like you, into your life. Step 2, visualization. Write the scenario, the feelings it brings to mind, the triggers, the memories of the past, then fast forward and jump into the future. And see the scenario, how you would like things to be. Describe these pictures you're seeing, just write them all down. What is being reflected back to you that you need to do? It could be by being celibate for 1 year while you're working on yourself to get clear that special person to be, the love of your life to come, is doing the very same thing. They could be working on an alcohol problem or drugs, but when they meet you, they too are clean and clear. And now you're both on the same path at the same time, and this meeting just comes out of nowhere. And guess what? Their mind is clear. They have done their work. You have done your work to be clear of any resentments that you may have had hidden. And now we have 2 clean, clear, healthy people available, ready to date, and for the sparks to fly. Now, that's what we want. That's why we are here, getting the core of our issue, taking the necessary action to be ready for the magic when it happens. Step 3, repetition. Write and rewrite your answers. Look at this question every day over the next week. What does this statement mean to you? What is its meaning in your life? We may have had 10, 15, 20, 30 years of bad relationships, but simply by doing this work alone does not mean we still won't be attracted to the same type of unavailable people as we did in the past. The difference is we are going to be cleared up, and the relationship with someone unavailable will be a day long, a week long, a month long at most. You see, when someone is really healthy in love, you'll end the relationship quickly. Whereas in the past, when you saw the red flags, you would have made excuses for them as to why you're going to keep going with them. Maybe you can help them to change and all that kind of stuff. This time, you'll say no more and end it. You stay friends, but you do not go into these 3, 6 months, 1 year, 20 years relationships with them, as you are too clear and too available. When we are clear of the past, clear of the shame and the guilt surrounding relationships, and we're free of resentments and the excuses surrounding relationships, when we are totally clear, we are then available. That's as simple as it gets. We have to get really clear on the characteristics, the core characteristics that we want to attract into our life, so that they can become a guide for the things we're looking for, the things that we want to become of. Well, that's all we have time for today. I look forward to you all tuning in again next week. In the meantime, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and you will be notified when the next session is aired. Together, we can stay on track to creating a deep and meaningful love into your life, and that's the reason I'm here. And if you feel you would like me to personally coach you, inspire and motivate, then please feel free to contact me via my website, www.selinastone.com. Until next week, be lucky.